Hmm. Hey, Paul, let's take a look. So there I am in the webcam. Although it's dark. I got kids in my house, so they're probably going to be loud every now and then. Now, your um, wrists are bent a little bit under, okay? I suspect your barbell is slightly high, okay? So get it down just a little bit and get your wrists up over the barbell. See your wrists here? I want them to be here. I want a straight line from here to here. Okay. If you bend your wrists like that, you're likely going to push up on the barbell. You need to realize that your rear delts, when you get yourself set like that, your rear delts are going to hold the barbell up. Okay. If you come out loose from the rack like you did, you're going to feel like you have to hold the barbell up. So, all of that contraction that you do there, you need to do that when you unrack the barbell. I think of it, it's like a war that I'm fighting against the barbell, and it starts when I unrack it. The only problem is the only place I can fight it is right between my shoulder blades. So I don't let any looseness creep in there. All right, let's take a look at these squats. Hopefully, not too bad. Not too bad on rep one. Looks like a squat. Let me see if I can hear your breath. Yeah, I still think we can breathe bigger. That rep, you kept your back reasonably well. Your weight's a little forward. The back is acceptable, a little loose on some of these early reps. Depth seems to be good. We're making some progress. Mm, depth could be a little deeper. So for the depth, it's your wife, I think, that's taking these videos. When you get set up at home, it'd be good to buy a little $5, $10 tripod on Amazon so that you can set your camera. The best height to judge depth on a squat, I like rear quarter, so same position we're at now, but down about the level of your knee. That's the best way to judge depth. I think you're nearly there, but I'm not sure. Nearly there to a little bit high. So I'd like to be able to check that better. So now that we're controlling your back better, we can just sink down a few more inches into depth. Just keep your hips back, keep your hamstrings loaded, and go a little bit lower. Drive your hips up out of the bottom, not your chest. You hear my music. You're going to need to bend over a little bit more and get your hips further back. So, what do we want to do next time? What I want you to do next time, I want you to practice taking a deep breath. I want you to do space station breathing. I probably use this example. The meteor has hit the space station. You're about to die. You've got 30 seconds to make it across to the shuttle to get you away, but you've got to cross open space and you won't be able to breathe. So you have to take the biggest breath you ever took in your life. That's what we do before each squat. Okay. The reason why is that makes us more rigid. Then, as you squat, uh, I want you to have a little more weight on your toes earlier rather than later. And then get your hips back and get this back angle as bent over as you can. Nothing bad's going to happen to you because you have the supports here. But you need to get that angle a little more forward and your weight further back. So you're coming forward on your toes at the bottom. At the bottom, you can't be moving forward on your toes. You got to have the motion be stable over midfoot. Okay, so that's what I want you to do next time. Is we are making lots of improvement, but your number one cue for next time is bend over. Okay, and or alternately think about it, get your hips further back. Okay, that's the same cue, pretty much. All right, let me look at your work history here. All right, so until we go to some kind of 4-day split or some kind of higher volume thing, this might be how bench press goes. Do you have micro plates so that we can micro load these? Let's get a little more arch. Before you unrack it, get your hips as close to the shoulders as you can. And she can actually help you unrack. All she's got to do is stand there. She has to take maybe 15% of the weight. So she just stands right there, puts her hands here, I usually time it 1, 2, 3. I like the spotter to count. So 1, 2, 3, lift, then you lift, and then she lifts, and then all she does is help you out of the pins, and then she backs up, and she might come back and help you back in. But it doesn't require great strength on her part to spot for you and to help you get out of the pins, and that way you'd be able to get a better arch because you don't have to worry about unracking it. Okay, so just a tip. It's a lot of time before you unrack it. Check your eye position. Looks pretty good. You're tucking your elbows a little too much. Just keep them slightly in front of the barbell. Okay? Yeah, good for her. Good help. Yep. So she's certainly strong enough to help you out of the pins. You got stuck, and then if you had kept moving it back, I know it's hard on this bench because you don't have safety saving your life, but if you had kept it floating back, you might have been able to lock that out. I'm not sure what the gentleman next to you is doing. They're not push presses. Slow motion. I don't know what they are. All right, we need to learn to use a belt on the deadlift and maybe cut down the time in between reps. Just take your breath, get your back set, and go. Don't think about it because it doesn't get lighter. I want you to practice wearing the belt for the next time. So, yeah, that was all hips off the floor. It's got to be knees off the floor. Keep your shoulders in front of the barbell a little bit longer off the floor. Okay, so you get your back set, a little more, a little more, a little more, and then you got to keep your shoulders in front a little bit longer. That's a way to get you to use your knees a little more than you are. You're getting awfully quick into your hips. Some more knee extension off the floor. Get your stance just a little bit narrower too, and let your hands hang down a little easier. I think we can do that. We got to learn to use a belt. We recommend 3-inch belt for novices. If you have one, that would be great. If not, we're going to try this one. So you put it on loose, and then you go down to your deadlift setup, and you do everything you can except pull the barbell. Okay. In other words, you get your chest up really, really hard. You feel the barbell heavy in your hands. So you've put the belt on loose at this point, and so it can move. It's going to move to a position that it likes to move to. Then you're going to hold it there, stand up, and that's where your belt should go when you deadlift. Deadlifting. Sorry, with the belt, it takes more mental effort to get your back set. So be aware of that and really set the heck out of your back. You will be able to lift more weight, but it's harder to get your back set, or rather, it takes some practice. Okay, so we'll try that. All right, you've been pretty consistent, um, but let's make sure we get the protein in. Okay, it's good. It's important. All right, nice work, Paul.